Hello out there to you. In this video, we're going to use Excel to figure out what the utility maximizing combination of product X, product Y, and product Z are. And we'll try to do this as efficiently as possible. So what I'm trying to do is show you how you could set up a table like this, what our goal is. Our goal here is to spend all of the money, which is $74, so that the marginal utility per dollar of X, Y, and Z are all the same. So that's our goal. We have 3 products. This is a little bit harder, but we're going to use Excel to get the math right. And okay, so we're going to just kind of copy the table product X. Above that, I'm going to write price of X and price of X equals, and let's put it in as a cell. Makes it a little easier. I like to see all the borders, so put, oops, did that wrong. We're going to put the borders right there. So the price of product X is $10. So we'll put that in as a 10. And then here we have quantity. You don't really need to write out quantity again. You can just use Q. Instead of writing out total utility, we could use TU. If you'd rather write out total utility, it's your spreadsheet, go ahead. Then I'm going to put one for MU and then MU divided by price. So we've got, let's actually add one too. Let's add a 0. 1, 2. Now there's a trick with Excel. If you're setting up a pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, you can just drag, and what I did is I grabbed that little plus sign right there and I dragged it down to 7. Okay, and I'm going to fill in. Now you have to know this. If you don't buy any of product, consume any of product X, you have 0 total utility from product X. So, and then just start in here. I'm just copying these numbers right off the table or right off the problem. 182. Okay, so the formula for marginal utility, well, you don't have a marginal utility for that first one. So you can just put we'll just put a couple of dashes there. We'll copy that couple of dashes. The reason you don't is that marginal utility is the additional utility of moving from one unit to another. So if you were starting here, you'd have to have a -1 quantity, and that's not a real thing. So I'm going to write a formula here. I'm going to say equals, and it's the change. So it's the total utility here minus the total utility here. I suggest putting it in parentheses because we're also going to divide that by the change from here to here. Now we actually know that that's 1. You don't really have to do this step here, but if you're making something that has not just 1, 2s or something like that, I would then suggest you do that. Okay, so I hit enter and it's 42. Well, that makes sense if you just look at it because the additional utility of consuming that first unit of product X is 42. We can just copy our, the next one should be 40. You can check the math yourself. 36, 30, and then all the way down to 0. And then marginal utility divided by price is this cell right here. So hit equals and then click on that cell and then divided by the price. Now I don't want that price to move. So I'm going to hit, I hit F4 on my keyboard, but you can also just manually put in $signs right there. I should have zoomed in a little bit here so you can see it better. So that's the marginal utility per dollar of the first unit. And then I just want to copy that all the way down. So now I've got marginal utility per dollar of each unit. Now I'm going to make these a little skinnier. And this way I can then copy product Y. So I'm just going to copy the whole thing here. Let's give it a little bit of a gap here. We'll make this product Y, and we can change some things. And then we'll make these a little skinnier. Here's a trick too. If you don't know, if you double click where I have the cursor right here, it'll make that column skinnier. Okay. And then I want to do the same thing, but for product Z. And this is going to be really fast because I'm copying product Z. Okay. Oh, we want to change that to product Y and change this to product Z. Okay. Now I'm going to copy the utility levels for product Y. So it looks like 14, 26, 36, 44, 50, 54, and 56.4. And see how the numbers there have updated? I know that that number is a little bit off. So I did, because the formulas are here, I don't need to redo anything, but I do need to change the price. The price was assume the prices of good Y is $2. So you can change that right here. And, oh, but here I do want to change this. So instead of, what I could do, you have a couple options. I don't want B1. That locked, when I put the dollar signs on it, locked it over here. Okay. I want this column to be divided by whatever's in this column. So if you want, what you could do is change that and then hit F4 on that and then copy this all the way down. Or if you wanted to, instead of doing that, I'm going to do this over here for price Z. Price Z is 8. So if I want to update the price, marginal utility divided by price over here, instead of having B, I could just change that to an L. So I could just hit that on your keyboard. However you want to do it, there's lots of ways to do that. And we'll just recopy that formula all the way down. We are over here in product Z. Whoops, I did the wrong one. So we're going to update the total utility column. 32, 60, 84, 100, 110, 116, 120. And I'm going to make this a little bit wider. Okay, so now everything is all set to answer the questions. What I've done is I've set it up so I have marginal utility from product X, marginal utility from product Y, and marginal utility from product Z. You kind of do need to know what you're doing though. You need to know that the marginal utility of the second unit is the change from here to here. So you can kind of eyeball that and make sure that your numbers are lining up. And it looks like they are. So the next question that we want, calculate marginal, okay, we did all that. So we are good there. Next, how many units will the consumer buy when maximizing utility, spending on all income? And then the last one, explain why the consumer will not be maximizing utility by choosing 2 units of good X, 4 units of good Y, and 1 unit of good Z. So we want this, and this to all be equal. And then provided I spent all the money, okay? So what you could do, I usually do this part by hand, but I suppose you could do purchases, and you could say X, Y, and Z. So that's like how much you purchased, and then you could do a column for spending. So you would fill in the numbers of how many how the purchases were, and then you would set up a formula where I have the X times its price plus the Y units times its price plus the Z units times their price. This formula here will give you how much you bought of each. So let's do this in our head and test what I've done. $10, $2, and $8. So if you buy one of each of those, the answer is 20. Okay, so now I know my spreadsheet is correct. Okay. So let's see if spending $72 or $74 rather, if we just guess it. So I see 4, 4, and 4. I want them all to be equal. So if I bought 2 units, 2 units of good X, because that's that marginal utility divided by price, and then 4 units of good Y, and then 1 unit of good X. Okay, well, that's only spending $36. I didn't spend enough money, so I haven't quite got there yet. Now, let's see. Did I? 4 units. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so the answer to number 3 is we didn't spend enough money. Okay, so 4, 4, and 4 didn't work. Let's try 3, 3, and 3. So that would be 4 units of good X. You see where I'm getting that? 5 units of good Y, and 3 units of good Z. Hey, I guessed it. All right. So this is the utility maximizing quantity right here. It shows you how much they spent, and that satisfies the budget for this problem. Now, if the problem was different and it said a different budget, then you can change that. So like, let's say I bought fifth unit of good X, now it's spending $84. By setting up this spreadsheet, it allows you to change the quantities, which will then change the spending. And then if you needed to change the price, you could do that. You just come up here and let's say that the price of good X changed to 6. It would update in this column and it would update your spending. So that's why we set it up. So this is how to set up a spreadsheet to do a utility maximizing problem when there are 3 products.